Jamie, you must be delighted with the effort the lads put in there tonight.
Delighted with the win, first and foremost the win. The performance, it probably wasn't a great performance, but I think that we've probably deserved that over the last few games. When we've probably played better and come out with no points tonight. We've played not particularly well, but we've come out with a victory, and we're through to the next round, which was the priority tonight, to try and get through. So look, the lads weren't fantastic. They all the hands up. They weren't great with the ball today, but I tell you what they did. They played the simple part of football really well. The throw-ins were all down the line. We picked up the second balls, especially in the second half. We run the clock down a little bit. We did all the things that you get frustrated with when you're 1-0 down. We were 1-0 up, so we were able to, capitalise on that and slow the game down at the right times. But delighted with the character, because it wasn't an easy game. I think with shots on target and attempts on goal, they thoroughly deserved to win. But lads were throwing the bodies on the line. Matty's made a couple of saves, defenders have made a couple of tackles, and it's great. A bit of an emotional day for us, to be honest. We've had a volunteer, Jen Hayes, who's been around the club's pre-season, helped us out tremendously. Unfortunately passed away yesterday, so we'd like to dedicate that win to her family. We pass our condolences on.
Yeah, absolutely. And a first clean sheet of the season as well. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on clean sheets. For the last 2 seasons, we've done really well. Even last season, we were in the top 6 or 7, I think, for clean sheets. Although the season finished in March, we did really well for that. And the season before, we had over 20. So we do target to try and get 20. It is the FA Cup, so I don't count them. But look, for Matty to get a clean sheet today is great, and for the defence, we changed the shape today. It worked really well for us. We were able to kind of neutralise the game a little bit on occasions. And yeah, look, delighted to get the win. It came probably a little bit against the balance of play, probably. But as I say, the lads have defended fantastically and deserved a clean sheet.
And we've got ourselves a penalty taker, haven't we, this season, by the looks of it?
Top scorer with 3 goals and 3 penalties. And that's something where we struggled with last season. If we'd have scored our penalties last season, we'd have picked up, I think it was a 9 extra points, maybe 11 extra points. So yeah, Lewis has done really well. He shows a lot of composure. He's a very composed player, and he's one of those players who perhaps would frustrate you a little bit, because he is a little bit lethargic in his play. He's very technical. He picks a pass. He's got this little strut about him, but when you've got a penalty and there's a little bit of pressure on it, he stepped up and he's dispatched 3 in a row. So fair play to him, and his work rate in Endeavour was really, really, really good today.
What did you make of the penalty decision? Because we weren't really sure from where we were sat what had gone on.
I wasn't. I was expecting his hand to point out. It usually does, doesn't it? 90% of the time there, and it would have been a free kick for them. But he pointed to the spot. I was a bit surprised. Not that I don't think it was a penalty. I wasn't quite sure, but when I look back at it again, the referee was quite close to it. And they're told to clamp down on wrestling and things in the box. It does go on. We're guilty of it ourselves sometimes, but we got the rub of the green with it. But arguably over the last 2 games, we've not got the rub of the green. I think we deserve something out of the Gloucester game, and something perhaps out of the York game. We were a bit unfortunate, but made a couple of mistakes. But look, today we've not been great. We've got a penalty, and we've been able to hang on and get a fantastic victory for us in the FA Cup, which is crucial to a club like ours.
Now we go into the 4th round of qualifying, one match away from the first round yet again. The draw's on Thursday. I don't know if you know who's gone through yet tonight, but
no idea who's gone through. But look, you're always after a home tie. It doesn't matter who you play as long as at home. I said that last time, and we got probably the top seeded team in it in York. But look, we've come out of it unscathed. We've got our victory. We're through to the next round. Every team's tough. We talk about some of the lower ranked teams in it, the likes of Longridge, who are quite local. I don't know how they've done tonight, but they're always the tricky ones. I've just seen that Telford have drawn and they've gone to penalties against a lower league team. So there's no easy game in the FA Cup. We always say that. It's a bit typical, isn't it, or stereotypical of a manager to come out and say it. But look, a home tie would be great for us.